We're back this Friday with more celebrations here on our channel, Legends Leaving. We've put together this video to honor the famous stars who died today, June 21st, 2024. Legendary people who made important contributions to their works and who sadly have died today. We're sorry for the family and friends lost. Peace out. First, though, we'd love it if you showed your love by liking this video and following the station by subscribing. We'll be discussing unfortunate updates regarding the actor Howie Mandel. He was a Slovak dancer, choreographer, and director named János Quittner. His family had deep roots in Pozsony, Vereknye, which is now called Bratislava, Slovakia. He was born there and was the fourth child in a family of 5. Jakopol Quittner and János Parkani Sergeant, his grandfathers, were both very important military leaders. He got married to Rosalia Tekor in 1961. They met in the Kalakozy folk song and dance ensemble. They had a daughter named Ivita Anna and a son named János Sandor. He went to school in his hometown and then at a state civil secondary arts school for 9 grades. So that they wouldn't fight, his dad sent him to a Slovak language school where he learned to love dance and set design. Quittner finished a 4-year choreography school that he took on his own time in 1967. His job at the Hungarian State Folk Ensemble was to dance and make dances from 1964 to 1973. Formed the Sodas Chamber Folk Dance Ensemble in Bratislava in 1969. In 1977, he graduated from the Bratislava Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts. Quittner moved to Australia in 1983 and started out as a plant stevedore in Melbourne. The new Sodas Folk Dance Ensemble was formed by him in 1984, and he ran a dance school with the Melbourne Hungarian Community Centre. He taught dance at a number of schools in Australia and was in charge of the QJ Character and Folk Dance Theatre. Quittner moved to Dunasaget, Hungary, when he returned to Europe in 1990. He was a guest director for the Slovak Folk Art Ensemble, and from 1991 to 1993, he was in charge of the IFU Civic State Folk Ensemble. He planned important cultural events such as the Hanged Rock Opera in 2009 and Pro Patria, Pro Libertate in Melbourne in 2006. Heart disease made things worse for Quittner János, who died on June 15, 2024. He is still a well-known figure in folk dance, and his work can be seen all over Europe and Australia. 5. Taylor Wily was born Taylor Tooley on June 14, 1968, and died on June 20, 2024. Taylor Wily was an American actor, sumo wrestler, and mixed martial artist. Wily was mostly known for his roles as Kamekona Tupula on Hawaii 5-0 and on Magnum P.I. He was from Lae, Hawaii, and was of American Samoan descent. When Wily was hired by former Sekiwaka Takamiyama Degoro to join Azumazaki stable in March 1987, that was the start of his sumo career. Taking on the Shikona Takamikuni, he won all 14 of his fights and went on to win 2 Yusho championships in a row. Like many sumo wrestlers, he was very big. He weighed about 440 pounds or 200 kilograms. He was the first wrestler from outside of Japan to win the Makashita Division Championship in March 1988. Wily reached the top rank of Makashita in March 1989, but he quit later that same year because his knees hurt. After sumo, Wily joined New Japan Pro Wrestling in 1990. He quit when the Dragon Bomber stable broke up in 1992, though. When he switched to mixed martial arts, he fought Gerard Gordeau in the first Ultimate Fighting Championships in November 1993. After taking a hard kick to the head, Wily lost the fight, which was his only MMA match. He was in the comedy film Forgetting Sarah Marshall as Taylor Wily and had recurring parts on Hawaii 5-0. He was also an extra in an episode of Magnum P.I. from 1982 and had an appearance on The Amazing Race. Wily played a sumo wrestler on the TV show One West Waikiki as well. The date of death for Taylor Wily was June 20th, 2024. People will always remember him for his long and varied career in sports and entertainment. He was a beloved figure in Hawaiian society and on TV. 4. Russell Morash was an important American TV producer and director who was born on February 11, 1936, and died on June 20th, 2024. Morash made famous shows like The French Chef, The Victory Garden, This Old House, and The New Yankee Workshop, which were all produced by WGBH and aired on PBH. He is known as the father of the how to genre on TV. Morash was born in Lexington, Massachusetts, and his father was a builder. After graduating from Boston University's College of Fine Arts in 1957, he got his start in show business as a cameraman for Boston's WGBH TV. Morash met Julia Child while shooting a show called I've Been Reading in 1961. This meeting led to the creation of The French Chef in 1962. Morash started running the show in 1963, and he and Child worked together on many cooking shows for more than 30 years. Because of the way Morash directed, which was influenced by theater and the limitations of technology at the time, each show had to be filmed in a single take. This way of doing things set a new standard for public television, and Morash used it in other shows like This Old House and The Victory Garden. Morash shot The New Yankee Workshop in his own backyard in Massachusetts. It is a spin-off of This Old House and The Victory Garden. Morash's wife, Marion Morash, is a chef who has won a James Beard Award and has been on Julia Child's cooking show in The Victory Garden and wrote the Victory Garden cookbook. Russell Morash died on June 20th, 2024, and he left behind a big name in television. His creative work has influenced a huge number of viewers and artists. In 2022, Fran Kranz played Morash in the HBO Max show Julia, which starred Sarah Lancashire. This made his influence on the industry even stronger. 3. Gerard Ager was born on September 1st, 1943, and died on June 20th, 2024. Gerard Ager was a famous German football boss and former referee. It was Ager who was General Secretary of UEFA from September 22nd, 1989, until March 3rd, 1999, when the title was changed to Chief Executive. After a long and successful career in sports administration, he quit his job in November 2003. Ager made impacts to football that went beyond his time at UEFA. He joined the board of Eurosportring in 2006, a non-profit organization that puts together international sports events all over Europe, mostly for youth teams from amateur clubs. He became chairman of Eurosportring in 2010, which gave him more power to support grassroots sports. An honorary member of UEFA was also given to Ager because he had been dedicated for a long time and made important contributions to the group and the sport. Gerard Ager died on June 20th, 2024. He left behind a legacy of leadership and dedication to football at all levels. 2. Sylvia Elvira Infantes Soto was a famous singer, actor, and folklorist from Chile. She was born on June 14th, 1923, and died on June 19th, 2024. She was born in Santiago and grew up in Valparaiso's El Almendral area. Her father was the tenor Jorge Infantes. Infantes started singing professionally in 1942 when she sang on several radio stations. Radio Mania magazine named her the best lyrical singer of 1943. She became famous for singing Chilean folk music with groups like Sylvia Infantes y los Bacanos 1953 to 1959 and Sylvia Infantes y los Condors 1960 to 1969. With El Loro Agua Fiestas, she got first place at the Vina del Mar International Song Festival in 1962. From 1942 to 1970, Infantes was one of the most important figures in Chilean folk music. He performed in Argentina, Uruguay, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela, West Germany, and Panama. She was very important in getting Vicente Bianchi's musical versions of Pablo Neruda's poems recorded. These recordings became important parts of Chilean culture. Between 1946 and 1952, she performed at the Teatro de Enseo de la Universidad Católica T. In 1950, she won the Capolican Award for Best Actress. She also played a lead role in the 1968 movie Ayúdame Usted, Compadre. The Sociedad Chilena del Derecho de Autor SCD named Infantes a figura fundamental de la música chilena in 2009. She won the President of the Republic National Music Award in Folk Music in 2015, given to her by President Michelle Bachelet. Sylvia Infantes Voz Melodia de Chile, a biography of her, was written by music writer David Ponce and came out in March 2019. Lisa Infantes turned 100 years old on June 14, 2023. She died in Santiago, Chile, on June 19, 2024, at the age of 101. Cedric Killings was born on December 14, 1977, in Miami, Florida. He was a professional American football player who played as a defensive tackle. Killings attended Carson Newman College, where he distinguished himself as a standout player, earning multiple accolades. After going undrafted in the 2000 NFL Draft, Killings began his professional career with the San Francisco 49ers. Over the next several years, he played for various NFL teams, including the Cleveland Browns, Carolina Panthers, Minnesota Vikings, Washington Redskins, and Houston Texans. Known for his strength and resilience on the field, Killings was a respected figure among teammates and fans alike. Killings' career was marked by perseverance, but it was tragically cut short. On September 30th, 2007, while playing for the Houston Texans, he suffered a severe spinal cord injury during a game against the Indianapolis Colts. The collision left him temporarily paralyzed, but through intensive rehabilitation, he regained much of his mobility, although he was forced to retire from professional football. Despite the end of his playing career, Killings remained positive and became an inspirational figure, sharing his story and advocating for spinal cord injury awareness. Sadly, Cedric Killings passed away on June 21, 2023, at the age of 45. His death was attributed to complications related to his spinal cord injury. Killings is remembered not only for his contributions to football, but also for his courage and determination in the face of adversity. His legacy continues to inspire those who face similar challenges, and his story serves as a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Mandel has been open about his mental health problems. Even though he has had a great career, he has talked about his struggles with obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, in public. Mandel's OCD shows up mostly in his fear of germs, which makes him do things like avoid shaking hands and wash his hands a lot. He now greets people with a fist bump instead of a handshake, which is his signature way of expressing himself because of this illness. Mandel has done a lot to get people talking about their mental health problems, reduce shame, and encourage others to get help and support by being open about his own problems. Mandel has had other health problems besides his mental health problems. For example, he had a heart disease that needed surgery in 2009. Even though he faces these problems, he stays busy with his work and uses it to raise awareness about mental health. Many people have been moved by how honest and open he is about his health. This has made him a well-known figure in entertainment and a voice in the conversation about mental health and well-being.